We are here at the annual meetings and the Board of Governors meetings to actually pass the 10-year strategy of the Islamic Development Bank. And the cornerstone in this strategy is financing for the private sector. All of us know that countries today need to create more growth, more jobs, and the only way to do that is through private investments. The Islamic Development Bank has many institutions affiliated with it that actually provide such financing to the private sector and guarantees and trade credits as well. So here was a very important opportunity to discuss the opening of these horizons. Also, we are seeing a lot of connections and partnerships between different multilateral development banks. So this is also an opportunity to leverage more financing to the private sector. You mentioned Islamic finance and sukuk, and this is an innovative or an additional financing tool. And one of the key elements in the strategy as well is providing more capacity building and technical assistance for countries to be able to tap on this type of financing. And this type of financing is not only for governments, but also for the private sector. And of course, the title of the conference is Diversifying Economy Opportunities for All. Everyone is talking about diversification. We're seeing the protectionist policies that are taking place today. So countries are encouraged to look at a wide array of sectors, and therefore encouraging the private sector becomes key.
Is there like a growing appetite for Islamic finances services specifically when it becomes more affordable on the governmental level or even on the private sector level for lending facilities, especially when some countries are like borrowing US dollars at 9%?
Absolutely. And one of the key elements of Islamic financing, sukuk particularly, is that you're looking at a list of assets. So this provides additional, I would say, diversification of what the government or the private sector needs to do, evaluation, types of assets. The investors become a part of growing these assets. So it's not only, as I mentioned, linked to governments, but also to banks and private investors. And the urge and ability to try and increase that capacity building aspect, and actually part of the outcomes of the annual meetings was that a portion of the revenues are going to be provided to technical assistance in member countries. So all of these are very good outcomes.
The European Union has just approved $4 billion for Egypt. How is this important to support the Egyptian economy and building confidence in it?
So Egypt and the EU elevated the relationship to comprehensive and strategic in March 24. Was a very important and significant milestone. This agreement includes, in addition to political and economic ties, a financial agreement. The financial agreement includes $5 billion of macro-fiscal, macro-financial assistance. So what does this mean? It means that our national structural reform program is supported through budget support from the EU. We finished the 1 billion and it got dispersed. And as you mentioned, we got the approval for the next 4 billion. This 4 billion is for 2.5 years. It's split into 3 tranches. And hopefully in July, we'll be announcing all the measures, the structural reform measures, which come under 3 pillars: macro-fiscal resilience, increasing competitiveness and private sector engagement, and then the green transition. So all of these are key elements of our national structural reform program, and they are very important to open up a more diverse economy and a more competitive economy. There's also part of the EU agreement, which are investment guarantees, 1.8 billion euros of investment guarantees, which can be leveraged to 8 billion through other IFIs, part of Team Europe, such as EIB and EBRD, as well as other international institutions. So this is all guarantees to the private sector. So as we're talking about private sector engagement, we're very happy that the agreement also allows this. And just for everyone who's watching, Egypt in 2024, concessional finance to the private sector exceeded the government, $4.2 billion to the private sector. So this is, again, a very important testament that the economy is attractive for financing, for FDI and for private engagement.
That's great news for Egypt. Thank you very much, Ms. Miller. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be with you.